Hare Krishna devotees, today we are continuing our discussion in Bhagavad Gita, the 7th chapter, 23rd verse we completed last week, where Lord Krishna very much covered the aspects of pinpointed determination of worshipping the singularity, that is Lord Krishna himself. Yeah. So, and he actually, he mentioned, though all the supplies that each and every humanity requests for with the demigods, it comes from him only. But he told those who actually only go to the devatas for asking for benefits are Antavantu palam tesham tadbhavati alpamedasam. He said those people are having small intelligence. So he recommends the readers of Bhagavad Gita to actually understand the supreme nature of the Lord and the benefits of approaching him and surrendering into him with love and devotion. So today, we are going to discuss from the 24th verse of Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter. So today's verse is 24th from the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna is elaborately explaining about the personal feature of the Lord. Very, very elaborately. He has spoken about the personal feature of the Lord in entire Bhagavad Gita. Many people consider Bhagavad Gita as a school of thought for giving us the secrets of living happily in this world. Many consider Bhagavad Gita to that extent only. They do not understand what is the ultimate goal of reading Bhagavad Gita. That is where the seriousness doesn't come into our heart, because the objective itself is so low to become the secrets to become happy in this world. But the secrets to become happy in this world is so, it's like a wave that people ultimately find many sources to become happy, and why they consider, why do we need to read Bhagavad Gita? Reading Bhagavad Gita, that much of intelligence is required, that much of patience is required. We have so many sensuary opportunities in this world, and people get dragged onto that, thinking that that is the happiness. So because of the lack of understanding what is actually the whole goal of reading Bhagavad Gita, when we have very lower motivation in front of us, we always get carried away. Hence, Bhagavad Gita says this world is not all in all. Spiritual world exists. And we are always thinking about my happiness, my happiness, my happiness. Bhagavad Gita says you are not all in all. God exists. We always think about how to make others happy. Service to your near ones is not all in all. Service to God exists. So Bhagavad Gita gives us a very clear clarity on what should be the aim of our life. That clarity is very much important. Without that clarity, we will not be able to get that motivation to read Bhagavad Gita on day-to-day basis. If you really want to have motivation, why to pick up Bhagavad Gita? We need to understand who is the speaker, what is his personal feature. What is our ultimate goal of life? Who am I and what is my relationship with Lord Krishna? Those things need to be filtered into our thoughts. Very important. It doesn't sink in at all to many people. Many people do not even understand material world is not all in all. Spiritual world exists. Many people do not even think about it, and many people leave this world without even understanding this world is not all in all. We are all busy in solving the problems in this world. And we do not even understand this world is not all in all. No matter how much you invest trying to solve the problems of this world, we need to understand that the spiritual world exists. This world are not all in all. And we all think about me, myself all the time. I am not all in all. God exists. Hence, this clarity of thought, only Bhagavad Gita can give. This clarity of thought doesn't come unless and until we sink ourselves in understanding Bhagavad Gita very, very seriously. Hence, verse is a very, very foundational verse. Lord Krishna has spoken about it in many, many verses. And again, he is bringing the personal feature of the Lord. So, Lord, very, very elaborately, he speaks on avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyate mam abuddhayah param bhavam ajananto mama avyayam anuttamam. So what is Lord Krishna is talking about? Lord Krishna is elaborately telling avyaktam vyaktim apannam. Avyaktaha means something unmanifested as an energy. And everyone believes this entire world is working on a supreme energy which is impersonal in nature. Many people do not even believe there is a personal aspects of Lord which is existing, which is beyond impersonal energy. Avyaktam, Lord Krishna says, everyone thinks me as impersonal. And Vyaktim Apannam, and I have become a personal coming from the source of impersonal. Manyate Mam Abuddhayah. Everyone feels that I was impersonal before and have become personal. Abuddhayah, that kind of people, Lord Krishna calls them as less intelligent persons. Why less intelligent? Param bhavam ajananto mama avyayam anuttamam. Because they do not understand param bhavam, my existence, supreme existence, beyond impersonal energy. Param bhavam ajananto, they do not understand my supreme existence. Mama avyayam anuttamam, my imperishable nature. Param bhavam ajananto, mama avyayam anuttamam. So, without understanding the imperishable nature of the Lord, which is the finest, which is the supreme most understanding, without even understanding, everyone falls into the trap that Lord Krishna is impersonal. Every chapter of Bhagavad Gita, every verses of Bhagavad Gita is actually focused on the objective to establish the personal feature of the Lord. Translation: unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, was impersonal before and have now assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. So people can think, what about, okay, fine, Lord Krishna exists beyond the impersonal energy. What is that to do with me? Why do I have to know it? I am most happy solving the problems of this world and I need Bhagavad Gita for it. Many don't even actually look after knowledge, which is very much required. They are happy seeing the form of the Lord. They are happy just going down and they are immersed in solving the problems of their life. That's all. This world, no matter how much you try to solve the problems of this world problems is never ending. Lord Krishna has designed this material world not to solve the problems, but to understand the solution. He knows if you try to solve the problem, if the problem gets solved, you will just immerse yourself in enjoying this world. That's all. You will not even understand why you have come to this world. What is my ultimate goal, ultimate purpose? Hence, this world, no matter how much you try to solve, this world conflicts keep on existing. The only solution is Krishna consciousness. Devotion to Krishna, surrendering to Krishna. Hence, it is important to understand who Krishna is. If you really want to know what is the solution for difficulties in this world, Bhagavad Gita gives a clear clarity. The solution in this world is only temporary as long as we are isolating these problems to only solve it through the material perspectives. Vishaya vinivartanti niraharasya dehinaha. No matter how much you try to solve the problems of this world, these problems will be reoccurring. Only solution is holistic. Holistic solution is given in Bhagavad Gita. And this holistic solution need to be applied in our day-to-day life. Beyond me, Lord exists. Means we are all insignificant in front of Lord. Our life in this material world is insignificant. We have life in the spiritual world which exists, which can solve all the problems of this material world. Janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha dosham darshanam. That is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita not only teaches us the secrets of becoming happy in this world, but the holistic solution of Bhagavad Gita takes us from this material world to the spiritual world. And the only way for becoming right candidate, qualified candidates to actually solve all the material problems all in all at once is to actually surrender to Krishna, develop relationship with him. So that's why in Prabhupada explains here in the purport, when one fully is engaged in Krishna consciousness, beginning by chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. See, this is a mantra which actually set our life straight. None of your family members are going to help you. You have come alone, you need to fly your plane alone. Many people get caught into this family stigma, thinking, what if I chant the names of Krishna, what will my family members think? What will my uncle think, auntie think? They are not going to take care of your life. No one actually understands what is the object of this material world, object of my life in this material world. Everyone are running after survival, that's all. And the definition of survival is endless. No matter how much you get, you are never happy. Hence, considering everyone in this world are in a rat race, it's very, very important to find a route which is peaceful, which is blissful, which is healthier, which is holy. And not many people walk in that lane, because for that, you need to actually sacrifice a little bit of comforts of this material world. The comforts, definition of the comforts in this material world is all about sense gratification. What is that comfort giving? Gratifying my senses is comfort giving. So if you are ready to sacrifice, then you can walk in this lane where not many people, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye, yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatpata. Not Lord Krishna tells everyone will take this path. Not everyone. In my family, they have been seeing me chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the last 22 years. Very rarely I have seen someone coming and inquisitively asking me that I want to chant. Very, very rare. Those are very rare souls. Everyone are busy in solving these problems of this world. It is just like a Russia and Ukraine war. Don't know what is the reason why this war has started. Egoistic mentalities, lifting and throwing guns at each other, shooting missiles, all on the platform of egoistic, without having a proper understanding of what is the object of this life, what is the goal of human life. And this world will ultimately get destroyed not by anyone else, people living in this world itself, because of their own egoistic propensity to become proprietor of this world. One country is not happy with its own territory. It wants to expand its territory. Every country is looking to expansion. No one is happy with what they have. Ishyavasya idam sarvam. Vedas says that if one is satisfied with what is allocated to him, he will be the most happiest person. He will be the only the leader who can actually lead this entire world, not those who are on the expanding mode. Expansion brings conflicts. So it is very, very important for us to understand that what is the goal of human life is to really develop relationship with Krishna. That is why Krishna is saying, I am the Supreme Personality, whom the relationship need to be developed. Relationship with, people in this world is not all in all. Relationship with Krishna exists. That is what Bhagavad Gita keeps iterating about again and again and again and again. We are not all in all. God exists. Relationship within this world is not all in all. Relationship with God exists. Love in this world is not all in all. Love to God exists in the spiritual world. People just become happy with sharing affections among other people. And most of the time it is in the form of lust only. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us Kama yesha, krodha yesha, rajo guna, samudbhavahas, mahashano, mama, mahapapma. So Krishna says, lust is the enemy number one. Lust is not all in all. Love exists. Love can only be manifested when we develop, reawaken our relationship with Krishna, because relationship in this world is not all in all. Relationship with God exists. And who is the one personality who can be a best receiver of all the love? What we have is Krishna. That is the real fulfillment of life. Hence Krishna is reiterating here, avyaktam vyaktimapannam. Do not understand that I am an impersonal energy. The source of impersonal energy, the Brahma Jyoti, is me. Very, very important verse. That's why it is very important to understand the supreme secret. The supreme secret of Bhagavad Gita is to understand the Supreme Lord is personal. We need to develop relationship with Him which is personal. Loving Him is personal. His features are personal. His relationships are personal. His abode is the spiritual world, is a personal abode of the Lord, where we, the conditioned soul in this world, when we develop relationship with Krishna, we get the entrance to the spiritual world. That's why Lord Krishna, many, many verses, I just only collected few verses because I had only few minutes left with me before I come and address all of you. So Lord Krishna says in 18th chapter, 64th verse, Sarva Guhya Tamam Bhuyaha Shunume Paramvachaha. There's a supreme secret which you need to know, Arjuna. Lord Krishna says, what is the supreme secret? Krishna says, because you are my friend, I am giving you this supreme secret. What is supreme secret? Lord Krishna says in the next verse, Manmana bhava bhakto madhyaji mam namasko. Lord Krishna didn't say that you worship the impersonal Jyoti or the light. Krishna said, think of me, which is a personal relationship. Become my devotee, which is a personal relationship. Worship me, which is personal, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. What is the need of going to Krishna in the spiritual world? People are very, very much happy. Even though they are carrying tons and tons of baggages on their head, people are happy solving the problems. No one wants solutions. That is called conditioned nature. Baddha jivaha. One lady was carrying, a truckload of wood on her head. Because of the sun, she had to keep the entire wood basket. When someone approached her and, when she saw Lord himself has come in front and Lord is asking her, how can I help you? That lady is asking, can you put back the basket of wood on my head again? So everyone, no one wants to solve the problems. In the family life itself, if you see, everyone are lurking around only problems. Politics, everyone are lurking around only problems. No one wants to solve the solution problems and have a solution, because if they have a solution, then they will not have job. Family members, if you solve, then family members will not have job. How they will pass the time? They need to have problems. Krishna is giving you a slight solution. Become my devotee, worship me, offer your homage unto me, thus you will come to me with all. And Lord Krishna says, what is the secret? Lord Krishna didn't say that you need to know the Brahma Jyoti. He said, you need to know my personal birth and appearance and activities. Janma karma chame divyam, yovam, yoveti tatvatah, tyaktva deham punarjanma, naiti mamiti so Arjuna. You need to understand the birth of Krishna, appearance of Krishna, how appearance of Krishna is different from our appearance. How activities of Krishna is different to our activities. Krishna came to this world, he did so many roles. He was a peacemaker, he was a lover, he was an ideal son, he was an ideal father, he was an ideal husband, he was an ideal king, he was an ideal lover for all the gopis, he was an ideal friend, he was an ideal, the cow protector, the businessman. Everything was ideal about Krishna. Why? Why was that Lord had to do so many activities? Because he wanted to establish a righteous path. And hence, even in Karma Yoga, Lord Krishna says, you need to understand my birth and activities. That is the only way we can get entrance to the spiritual world. Because Bhagavad Gita is all about this material world is not all in all. Spiritual world exists. Hence, it is Bhagavad Gita is an alarm to all of us to wake up, to understand there's a higher objectives of life, not solving the tiny problems every day and become happy with about it. Even in Dhyana, he says, Yoma Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvam Chamai Pashyati. Everyone need to perfectionize their life. How they can see the perfection? Perfection they can see through seeing Krishna everywhere. Tasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati. For him, I am never lost. He is never lost to me. 7th chapter, this chapter itself starts with Maya Sakta Manah Partha Yogam Yunjam Madashraya. Become interested in me, Lord Krishna says, because this chapter is all about knowledge about Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna says, become interested in me. Maya Sakta Manah Partha. Devote your mind in thoughts of me and knowing about. Yogam Yunjam Madashraya, by taking shelter of me. Yoga, this is the perfect yoga. To think about. And in 11th chapter, Lord Krishna says, not by reading Vedas, you will be able to understand what is the goal of human life. Vedas are broad, oceanic. Bhagavad Gita is a condensed Vedanta. The ultimate conclusion of all the Vedic knowledge is Bhagavad Gita. Naham Vedena Tapasa. Lord Krishna says, the form which you are seeing in front of you is not even got by those who study Vedas seriously, undergo severe penances. None of them become eligible to see my form. This is only possible through Bhaktya Tva Ananya Shaktya Aham Yevam Vido Arjuna. Only by devotion. Devotion is personal because Lord Krishna is personal. Relationship is personal. Hence, Bhaktya Tvam Ananya, without doubt. By devotion, by developing personal relationship with me, you will be able to see me standing in front of you in the spiritual world once you leave this material. Jatum drushtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. The secrets of this world, the mysteries of my understanding is only possible by becoming a devotee. And what did Arjuna say? Nashto moha smritir labdha. By your glance of mercy on me, all my confusions has gone. Karishye vachanam tava, I will do whatever you ask. Lord Arjuna understood the relationship he had with Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is meant for all of us to understand that relationship. That is the ultimate goal of understanding Bhagavad Gita. 25th verse. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritah mudo yamna bijanati loko mamacham avyayam. Lord Krishna says, Naham prakasha sarvasya. I will not reveal myself to all those people just traveling in the road. It is not that, Lord Krishna is so easiest to be achieved. That requires devotion, that requires surrender, that requires dedication, that requires sacrifice. Yoga Maya Samavritaha, I am actually covered by the Yoga Maya, and people are busy in solving the problems of material world. No one even thinks about thinking, who Krishna is. People are not at all bothered to understand who Krishna is. Everyone thinks we know Krishna. Mudoyam navijanati, Krishna says. Mudaha, people who are, who are foolish, do not understand me. Loko mam ajam avyayam, I am imperishable, inexhaustible, unborn. I am never manifest to those foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal potency. And therefore, they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. So, if you want to know Krishna, the first process is to chant his name. Naham tishtami vaikunto yoginam hridayeshuva yatra tishtati narada tatra gayanti madbhakta. Whoever chants my name, I sit in their heart. Powerful way of taking up the path of spiritual culture is chanting the names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Next verse. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. O Arjuna, as a supreme personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all the things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Krishna is saying, Vedaham samatitani. Veda means the scriptures. Scriptures are meant to know Krishna. And Veda also means to know. So what is the Vedas means? To know Krishna, to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the Vedas meant for. Vedeshva sarvai ahameva vedyo. The whole purpose of reading Vedas is to know. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna. I know the present, I know the future as well. Bhavishyani cha bhutani. Mam tu vedana kaschana. Very, very less, very rare people can understand me, my original nature. That's why Lord Krishna is reiterating here again and again in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna wants one thing to sink in our head. Bhagavad Gita is not about just solving the problems of this world. Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is about knowing Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is about developing relationship with Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is about serving Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is about developing the desire to serve the humanity and spread the love of Krishna to everyone. That is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. So we need to really understand this supreme secret of what Bhagavad Gita, goal of Bhagavad Gita is all about. It is not available to all in all. Not by just opening the Bhagavad Gita, you'll be able to understand. That's why association, the right association is needed. The right teacher is needed. Right relationship, right, the habits, management, very much needed in our life. It is not the simply, many people know Bhagavad Gita. Means they have heard. But how many really understand Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna? Everyone thinks that Bhagavad Gita is about battlefield. Bhagavad Gita is not about battlefield. Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna. Battlefield is just a reason. ultimate purpose of our life is to know Krishna. So it's very, very important. My request to all of you, please understand Bhagavad Gita with the right perspective. That is very, very much required to start our journey in Krishna consciousness. And the process becomes much simpler when we take up Krishna consciousness, come in touch with devotees, chant the names of the Lord, serve devotees, serve Krishna, and exchange love with each and every devotees. Yeah. Think good about others. Very, very important. Serving Krishna, chanting his names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the one Maha Mantra which can actually straighten our life. If someone of you are not chanting, please develop this. You can call me and you can ask me. I can send you the beats wherever you are. Chant. Do not become, do not get into the fear within the stigma of the family. Do not. You have two responsibilities in this world, Swadharma and Parodharma. Swadharma is taking care of your family responsibilities. Parodharma is serving Krishna. That is the ultimate goal of life. No matter how much you become perfect in Swadharma, if Parodharma is not there, you'll be useless. Ultimately, one of the circle in Mysore will be named after you. One of the road will be named after you. Or one of the house will be named after you. Maximum to maximum. Is that all in all? Having one road named after you, or a circle named after you, or a house named after you, or a photo kept in your house somewhere. Is that all in all? Is it not required that we need to really develop an ultimate relationship with the Lord? Please think about it. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining.